Hi, my name is Chris Ryan. Thank you for joining me here at the Forest of Arden. Today we're talking about your iron shots from the rough. And I'm going to give you some ideas on how you can deal better with that situation out on the golf course. So welcome back to the Forest of Arden and welcome to another Your Friday. So these are the videos where you can get involved and help me with the content. If you would like me to cover a topic in one of these videos, you'd like me to answer one of your questions, or just address a swing fault or an issue that you've got in your golf game, I would love to help out. Let me know in the comments box down below and I'll be choosing a couple of these moving forward. Today we're answering a question from Steve Cuthbert, who wanted to know or asked me for a strategy when his ball is in the rough, and he kind of specifically said sort of longer rough rather than just maybe just off the fairway. So we found a situation here on the par 5 17th. I've missed the fairway. It's a pretty thick lie and it's also a little bit of a slope as well. So there's a couple of things here which are making this shot a little bit more difficult. So we're going to go through, first of all, a thought process, a strategy that you're going to use, and then we're going to go through a couple of things that you can do within your swing which are going to help you deal with this situation a little bit better. First thing to appreciate is I can't do the same things I can from the fairway. There's a lot more grass that's going to get caught between the club and the ball. That limits what I'm able to do. So number one thing would be to select the right golf club. And generally, for most people, this would be a club which has got more loft than you would typically go for. I'm going to appreciate from here that I can't get to this green. This is a par 5. I probably could get close from the fairway, but from the rough I can't. So therefore, I'm going to have to look at where I want to lay that ball up. So I've selected my 8-iron. Now, the reason I want to go for more loft is because when we're using more loft, the club is often shorter, we're standing closer to the ball. When we're standing closer to the ball, your natural swing shape is going to be more up and down. The longer the golf club, the more the club works it around. As we move the club more up and down, we are naturally a little bit steeper. A little bit steeper means we're going to avoid some of this longer grass. Taking too much loft, being too aggressive, means that we are too shallow into the golf ball. We get more grass caught between the club and the ball. The club slows down. There's our first thing. Number two, we don't get the same ball speed off the face because the grass is there. So slower club speed, less ball speed, less height. We're going to get those shots which kind of don't really go much further with a 5-iron than you could achieve with an 8-iron. So the first thing would be choose a little bit more loft and appreciate how this lie will affect the distance. So how are we actually going to play it? Well, as we said, taking less loft is going to already help, but we can make a few little adjustments in our setup. We effectively want to be a little bit steeper into the golf ball. The way we do that is by taking my normal starting position and moving myself slightly further forward of the golf ball. Notice how when I did that, I took the handle forwards as well, which has put a little bit more forward lean in the golf club. That forward lean has already de-lofted that golf club, so my 8-iron has now been de-lofted more than it would normally be. This setup is going to help me get a little bit steeper into the golf ball. I can increase that steepness by even setting a little bit more weight onto my lead side than I normally would. All that does, it really just sets me a little bit further forward of the golf ball and again just adds a little bit of that steepness. The second thing that I could do, or the first in-swing principle I could do, was I could feel like I set my wrists a little bit quicker. Again, this gets the golf club working a little bit more up. It's going to promote a little bit more of a downward strike. The downward strike is key because it starts to enable us to reduce the amount of debris between the club and the ball. In this case, it's grass. So having that slightly more picked up backswing is going to help me be a little bit steeper into the golf ball. The only other thing I would do with my swing really is just accept that my golf club is going to collide with the ground probably a little bit more than it would normally. Having that knowledge and accepting that is key, because what we don't want you to do is create this setup, make your backswing, make your downswing, get to about here and suddenly think, oh wow, that club's traveling very much down towards the ground, and then you back up and jump out the way and we undo all of those things that we did at setup. So appreciating that when I hit this, I'm going to be colliding into the ground a lot more, that's absolutely fine, and we can accept that. We're not going to be surprised when it happens. So we've taken a golf club which has got more loft. We've accepted that this situation might cost us a shot. We've planned how we're going to get this ball into the fairway rather than trying to go for the green. So the strategy is good, and we've accepted, or we've made some changes in our setup and our swing which are going to help us hit that shot. So the only thing would be to go through your full routine and just execute that shot. So really starting to visualize where I want this ball to finish, just into that fairway, leave myself, maybe 100 yards or so as my next shot. and I'll be very, very happy with that. Punched it down there, and that should leave me in a great spot to pitch onto the green. Very, very steep into the ball. I'm not sure if the ball flight you would have seen that, but much lower. Again, that's more due to the setup, the steepness. Not going to be the prettiest shot you ever hit, but we just need it to be effective. We just need you to get back in play and then take it from there. So there is a bit of a strategy and some ideas on how you can play better from the rough, and those little tips are going to be especially useful when the grass is longer, it's thicker, maybe in a little bit of moisture in there as we are today. Give those a go and hopefully you'll deal with that situation a little bit better. So thank you to Steve for sending that question. As I said at the start, if you would like me to cover one of your topics, let me know in the comments box down below. I will be picking a few to answer going forward. Thank you for watching. Usual stuff is down below. There's a comments box. Leave me a comment. Like button, give it a thumbs up if you did like the video, and the logo over there, my logo, click on that. That will allow you to be a free subscriber of the channel, and it just means that you won't miss any of the upcoming content. Thank you once again for watching. We'll hopefully see you back here again soon.